Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. So today I wanted to show you guys the behind the scenes of how I made 3 ready to ship sets at once. So this is the first set, this is the second set. I'm obsessed with this one. And then this is the third set. I wanted to do a variety of shapes and lengths just so that I could show you guys kind of how I do it. So this is my setup. I already sized them out. I believe I did a small, medium, and a large. I just want to give like variety and options to all of my customers and then also to my channel because I have so many ideas all the time and I always thought I had to like niche down, and that just never felt true to me or authentic to me. And then same with like just doing nails. Like that's the reason why I named my channel or my brand the Gems Collection. I didn't want it to be tied down to just one thing. I didn't want to be like a nails by or I don't know, just any of those names, beauty by or lashes. Like I just didn't want that. I wanted it to just be gems. As far as like this is gonna go kind of deep, but I feel like when you think of a gemstone, it's rare, it's special, it's unique, it's individual, it's authentic, right? So I went like deep with this, and I love gemstones, I love crystals, I love all of that kind of stuff. So I was trying to think of something that like really meant something to me. And if you've been with me for a long time, my very first name was Jassie's Gems because my name is Jassie. So I like when I was taking clients, that's what it was, because I just felt like all of my clients or anybody that came to me were gems. You guys are truly gems to me, and I feel honest, I feel like I'm a gem and all I want to do is drop gems. But anyways, so as I started getting into press-ons, I was like, I need a different name because I don't want my name to be associated really with my business. I want it to be like just different. So then I came up with the Gems Collection because I wanted it to be like a collection of different gems that I could drop for you guys, not just nails, not just, you know, certain things like that. I wanted to be able to in some way and someday branch out and have a collection that meant just something to me, as far as maybe a gel line, just like little things like that, clothing brand. And if you know me in person, all I wear is black, and people always ask me like, why do I only wear black? Because I want to. Like it's simple as that. Like that's just what I like. It's not anything, like I just like that. So I just want to have a brand and a collection that speaks true to me and who I am. So I realized as well that my brand started to really flourish when I did freestyles and I do like authentic nails, or like nails that are true to me. But anytime I did like customs or just basic sets, it didn't really do anything, and I just felt like, why? I kept asking why, like what's going on here, and I couldn't figure it out. But then I'm starting to realize, the more I dig deeper and the more I see, it's because that wasn't the backstory behind my brand. The backstory was about individuality, about being authentic and just being different and being true to yourself. So now that I'm back to doing what I do and just not trying to copy the trends or just like be in the trend, if that makes sense, and just kind of doing what I want and doing what I love, I've already seen a difference, and I know that's why. So I'm gonna just keep it pushing and keep all the gems coming for you guys. So yeah, just a quick little backstory about my brand and like why I chose the name and stuff. But yeah, That was way longer than I expected, but here we are. Okay, so I'm doing 3 coats of each color. The first set I did 3 coats, and then that was just the glitter one. And then this set I did 3 coats of the holographic color, and then I'm doing 1 coat of that glitter just because I wanted it to be different. I don't like to use just one color when I'm doing stuff. I like to mix stuff up. So I'll definitely have everything linked down below for you guys so that you guys can see what colors I use. And I just think this blue came out so pretty, like in love. Like you could see the glitter, and then in other lights you could see the hollow. So I did the same thing with this purple color, and they just came out so pretty. And it's so funny because I was making bundles, and I just grabbed these colors, and I was like, I'm feeling these colors. And when I went to go make the bundles, when I was completely done with these sets, the scrunchies that were like laying on top of my little like scrunchy area, because I usually just grab them when I'm done with a set, and lately I haven't had any scrunchies that matched the sets that I was doing. So I was just either I'm doing a scrunchie or I'll add like a lip gloss or something. But for these ones it was so crazy because when I went to go grab scrunchies, the 3 colors of these that I needed, like there was a purple one, a blue one, and that like maroonish red color, and they matched perfectly with the sets. And it was just so weird because I haven't used these colors in a long time, but I was just so drawn to them when I was looking at my like my shelf of polishes. I was like, I didn't know what colors I was gonna do. That's usually what I do with freestyles. I just look at everything I have and I'm kind of like, okay, what's calling my name? And these were the 6 colors that called my name, and it just so happened that those were the 3 scrunchies that I had. I don't know, it was so weird to me, and I was like, the bundles came out so cute and so pretty. I'm obsessed. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with this glitter really quick over this holographic color, and then we're gonna get straight into the ombre. I always have questions about airbrush, so if you guys want a detailed video about airbrush and like slowed down and maybe just one nail to really show you guys how I airbrush and like how I do it, definitely let me know, because in this video, because I was doing 3 sets in one, I sped it up a little bit because this was a long video and it was a process. But if you guys want that or need that, or you're nervous to start airbrushing and but you really want to, or you just love ombre but you can't figure out how to do it, I got you guys. I'll help you, but just let me know so that way I can get that in the next, couple videos that I have coming up, and I can record that for you guys. Okay, so like I said, I did speed it up because I kept absolutely everything in, so I wanted you guys to be able to see it all, but I didn't really do like close-ups or anything for this. This was more of just a behind the scenes kind of over my shoulder vibe. So I'm gonna just let this play out. But really quick, I did want to say, when I made this first mixture right here and I started spraying it, well, actually I'm cleaning the airbrush right now. You always want to clean your airbrush before you start, and the way I like to clean mine is I just fill it at least halfway with acetone, and then I just spray it through until I can hear it spraying like super clearly. Which again, if you guys want like a full-on airbrush video, I'll leave the audio in so that you guys can hear the difference between like a clogged airbrush and then a clear airbrush. But yeah, so I just wait for it to like clear out completely, and I do this before and after every single time I use my airbrush. It has helped me so much. This is the only airbrush I've ever owned. I have had it for, I want to say, going on 4 years now, and it's definitely been clogged. I did buy a new nozzle for it though, because I didn't like the nozzle that it came with. So I have a whole airbrush like thing, a whole airbrush collection, or what, I don't know how to even say it, a airbrush, why can't I think of the word, on my Amazon storefront. Like I have an airbrush section, there you go, with airbrush essentials and everything that I use. So if you guys are interested in everything that I use, it's all in there. But so right here, when I started spraying, it wasn't what's the word again? Like, I don't know why I can't talk right now, but it wasn't spraying right, and I noticed that and I was like, what is going on here? And it's because my first mixture was a little bit too like watery, so I didn't have enough polish in it. So that could be a reason why like people are struggling with airbrush as well. I've done a lot of trial and error, and if it's doing that, it's okay to wipe it off or not cure it, and then you can always add gel polish into the mixture or more of it, or if it's too thick you can always add more acetone. So yeah, and then of course I spilled. I feel like every time I airbrush I spill, and you guys always say something, which I know, and I lost the cap. I had the cap and I lost it, so I don't know how I lose this airbrush cap, but it's okay. Airbrush is fun, it's messy, it is what it is. I don't really, that's why I have papers down, and that's why I have a whole airbrush thing, so that way when I make a mess, it's fine, I could just throw it away. But anyways, I'm just gonna let you guys watch the behind the scenes of the airbrushing. And for this set and the, I believe it was the purple set, I did the same pink color, which was Pinky Promise, and it's that really pretty pink with a little bit of shimmer in it. I would not recommend using glitter in an airbrush though. Any polishes with glitter I wouldn't recommend, it'll clog it quick, so don't do that. But if it's a shimmer and you can barely see it and it's like super thin, it works and it's cool. So yeah, I'll get close up into these like the ombre part. Hopefully, I think I do, yeah. And then I will kind of just walk you guys through this. And then for the last set, which was the blue set, I switched up the color because I was almost out of this Pinky Promise color, and I felt like I had a different color in mind that I wanted to try because I've never tried it, because the polishes are really thick, and I just was like, I don't know how they're gonna work, but they work so good and you don't need a lot of polish. So if you have a thick one, they work bomb, and you just need a little bit more acetone but less polish. So yeah, I can show you guys like how I do my ratios and my mixtures, but I don't have a specific like 1-to-1 ratio. I kind of just play around with it and kind of just like mix it in. So yeah, long story short, that's how I airbrush. I'm gonna let you guys just watch this part really quick and just kind of see how I compare the two to make sure they're equal and make sure they're all looking the same, and then just the process really of how many layers go into an airbrush set to make it absolutely perfect and seamless. this purple set was looking so bomb. Oh my gosh, like I was so in love with it. I'm in love with all of these. I just love a clean ombre set, and yeah, it's just my favorite. So I'm super happy again that I was able to record all of this and keep everything in. So I mixed in my next color. I thought I showed it, but I didn't, I guess. So I will link it down below, but it was by Nail Reserve LA. If you use them or are familiar with their colors, they're pretty thick, but they're bomb. Like, I love their colors. So I used one of those. I can't even remember what the name was off the top of my head right now, but it was more of like a nude color, and I wanted to go with like 2 pinks and then like a nude. So yeah, that's why I chose that color. And then right here, my airbrush was like clogging up, which I was like, okay, this is a teaching moment. So I had to take everything apart, take everything out, get some alcohol wipes or prep pads, whatever, and start cleaning it really good. And I was like kind of frustrated at first because it was not unclogging, and I was like, are you kidding me? Right when I wanted to airbrush, my airbrush is not working. But I got it to work. I had to take the actual needle out a couple times, like that's what I'm doing right here, and I'm pushing that needle through. And then I got a little wooden stick so that I could kind of swish any like residue that was stuck in there. And I want to say, I know I said the shimmer was okay, but I mean, it worked out in the end. I just had to like kind of unclog it. Okay, I did show the color. So I just had to kind of unclog it, and it ended up working. So if you clog your airbrush, you might have to take it all apart and fix it, and it's a tedious thing, but it's worth it in my opinion, because I've tried ombres in a different way with either the brush method or even the sponge method, and to me they just don't come out seamless like I want. I feel like the sponge method can, but it takes so long. Like the first sponge method ombre that I tried, it took me over an hour to get it perfect, and with the airbrush it probably takes me 10 minutes to do. So if you really want to learn airbrush and you really want to do ombre sets using gel only, I can show you guys. I definitely want to, and I want to help, because it has been a game changer and a time saver in my business. And people always ask too, like, how do you get such a seamless ombre? And it's literally just the airbrush. But it does take time, it takes patience, it takes a lot of layers, because you want each layer to gradually build up, and then towards the end you'll start to finally see it come through. So yeah, you just have to be able to continue to make that, like, do that many layers and be able to have that much time. But like in reality, it doesn't take that much time. It takes maybe like 10 minutes per set for me. Really quick, when I say it takes time and patience, I mean like practicing. It takes time to practice and actually learn the airbrush and learn the gel polishes so that you can create the right mixture. So that's what I mean by time. And then yes, when you are learning, it's probably going to take more time to get the airbrush or the ombre perfect, but once you learn it, it starts flowing and it's quick, and then you're like, how did I not do this before? And that was me for so long. I was like, why was I sleeping on the airbrush? Like, why was I scared? But then I just jumped into it, and now I'm about 3-4 years into airbrushing and doing ombres, and it's so easy, it's so quick. And I had to learn this all on myself, or all by myself. So again, I got you guys if you want to learn. Okay, so now that the airbrush is done, all the ombres are done, I have them all set back up. I cleaned up my little airbrush station, and I'm telling you guys, that ventilation system is key to airbrushing too, because I've had a lot of people say gel and acetone is dangerous, which I totally understand, and I take every precaution to make sure that I keep myself safe and healthy by using an amazing ventilation system. I use gloves, I have a mask, I have fans going, and I have windows open, so I cannot even smell the acetone, which is amazing. And I used to, before I had the ventilation system, I stopped airbrushing for a long time because I was like starting to sneeze a lot, and it was because I was inhaling the acetone, and that was not good at all. So then when I looked into the ventilation system, because I didn't even know they had those, I looked into it and they're like $100. I think there's actually a couple for maybe 60, but I linked the one that I have it in my Amazon storefront, so I'll link that entire section, my airbrush essentials, down below and in the description, so that you guys can kind of just browse and see what kind of fits your station. But yeah, I swear by it. And then gloves and a mask and then a fan, you'll be golden. But anyways, so now I just ordered so many charms, and I don't know if you guys saw my Disney set, but I had I had a dangle charm on my set, and I was just obsessed with it and obsessed with the sound. So I ordered a whole pack of dangle charms, and then I ordered another pack of just random charms. So again, I'll have those linked. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of sort them out. I'm kind of just grabbing from all of my stuff all over the place. If I have a link for it, I'll have it down below. If I don't, I apologize, because a lot of my stuff I ordered probably when I first started, and I'm just like starting to use everything up now. So I'm just going to show you guys kind of behind the scenes of how I pick out what charms or bling and stuff that I'm going to use, and just let you guys see, you know, my thought process behind it, and then yeah, go from there. Okay, so we have made it to the end. This is what the first bundle looked like, all my purple, and look at how like the glitter and the holographic shows through. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. If you guys want to see the full bundles, I have them on my Instagram. I always forget to take videos with my camera or like the other way so that you guys can see the entire thing. I'm gonna get better at that. But yeah, and then here is the blue set. These diamonds right here, or rhinestones, they are Swarovskis. I had ordered a whole bunch at one point, but I ordered different colors, so I have like green and blue and like different colors, and I was just waiting for the specific set to use them. So this happened to be the set, a complete baby blue bundle, like so pretty. And then this one was my medium coffin set. I just thought it turned out so cute. I kept seeing those the pink glitter, and I was like, imagine that at the tip. Yes. So yeah, these were the sets that I created. I hope I was able to teach you something, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.